Hello guys, I was doing this research today. QK norm might worsen Muon optimizer LLM training. So you actually may wanna remove this QK norm if you have Muon optimizer. And these are some preliminary results. So you see now the blue line is without QK. So what this graph shows is, first of all, each head in the attention has 128 dimensions, but as you train, a lot of those dimensions become just number 0 or near 0, or they become similar to some, so those dimensions collapse, they don't hold information, or they hold very little information. So as LLM trains, out of 128 dimensions, only about either 51 to 65 dimensions are actually used, others are near 0 or 0. So that's the interesting observation. So right here I just checked the key vectors. So this is the normalization that we apply to key vectors. It's like RMS norm, and this is this part. Now there is also this gamma, and it's for scaling. Imagine like a key vector. You normalize it, and then you can make it bigger. So this gamma will maybe scale it bigger, smaller. And I tried training it. So I tried 3 training runs for this LLM. So first training run is what without this RMS norm of the key vector at all, completely. No, one is without gamma and one is with gamma. And you need to see here that if we have gamma, then there is the most of the dimensions are used. So here, if we don't have gamma, then most dimensions collapse. And so out of 128 dimensions, most become 0 or near 0 if we fix gamma at 1, which is like 1 times, which is like we don't have gamma. Learning gamma, it has best results, fewer collapse, and then no QK norm, it has these middle results. Now, interestingly, QK norm always has better loss. You see, if no QK norm has worse loss than either having gamma or not having gamma. So having QK norm has better loss always, even if you don't have gamma or you have gamma. So this is a bit of an interesting observation. So QK norm makes better loss, and gamma influences the dimension collapse. Now this doesn't mean that these dimensions that are near 0 are useless. Doesn't mean that they are useless, so still we didn't research this enough. So maybe they are useful, maybe they have some useful information. Doesn't mean they're useless, they're wasted compute. Also, this is just trained, so this is 1.5 billion parameter model, something like that, and train on just 50 million tokens. It's not enough. So I'm trying to figure out GPUs and stuff. Actually, thank you Novita AI for giving me GPUs. You can check the link below for training this. And I actually got some idea from math or AI PhD student at Peking University. He does math, but he does a lot of LLMs. And he told me to do to make heads orthogonal to each other. So this could potentially make the dimensions not collapse or collapse less. I'm trying to figure this out. This is just an idea. We need to test this. So I'm gonna run some experiments. I'm gonna send him for review, and tomorrow I'm gonna publish my findings again. So here in the school community, I was just posting some of the things, my opinions, and what I learned from interacting with PhD students and stuff. This is something I want to tell you all. I think you should all focus on like making posts, doing research, making social media posts about it. This is how I learn very fast. Of course, there is a problem of like somebody stealing your idea. I don't like this even concept of somebody stealing your idea. This is so in science we need to all share and progress together. But this is I want you to do this because for me every day I'm improving, every day I'm learning more. I get like other PhD students in AI to give me feedback, to tell me this is good, this is bad. So I feel like I'm improving very rapidly by posting, especially on Rednote and Douyin, these Chinese social media. There is a lot of them there. And the algorithms are very good, so they will push my research in front of them. Check the link below the video for this school community. One thought I had on why this collapses least, the orange one, is because this gamma is gonna stretch the dimensions that would usually collapse here. The gamma will stretch them, so they will not be so near zero anymore. And maybe here, when gamma is frozen, maybe muon and query key norm are kind of fighting each other, so this is what happens. So that's why without query key norm, muon can just perform better, but better in terms of like fewer collapse dimensions, but still with even with frozen, the loss is better on this small data set. I don't know what would happen in downstream tasks in training a lot of tokens or with benchmarks, so I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this. I need to maybe more GPU time and stuff. We'll see here. I think that's it for this video. I'm improving every day. I'm posting everything on social media. I'm getting good feedback. I'm gonna just continue doing this, and I'm gonna continue making videos. You can subscribe to my channel and check out other social media like LinkedIn, X, Xiaohongshu, Red Note, Douyin, and what else do I have? Weibo and other stuff. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.